Hello friends, in this video what I am going to tell you is about actually students of my class told me to make the video on linear programming as well, and this is the numerical on in the Excel sheet which I am going to first explain you, and then I am going to explain you how can you apply the linear programming over it. So a company is involved in the production of two items X and Y. The resources need to produce X and Y are twofold. It means that a company is involved in the production. For example, you have started your own business and you are going to produce two items, and the name of the two items, first one is X and the second one is Y. For example, you are making plates and cups. So X are plates and Y are representing the cups. So the resources need to produce X and Y are twofold, namely machine time for automatic processing and craftsman time for hand finishing. So what does it mean by that? The resources you needed in this for manufacturing of X and Y material. What do you need? You need machine time for making obviously the product, and the craftsman time, labor time for hand finishing. The table below gives the number of minutes required for each item. So how many minutes required for both the items for the machine time and craftsman time? Craftsman time is basically the labor time. So machine time is required 13 for the X item, and for the Y item, it means X is the plate and Y is the cup. So 19 is for Y, 19 minutes, 20 minutes for craftsman time for X, and 29 minutes for craftsman time for Y. The company has 40 hours of machine time available in the next working week. Company is having 40 hours total. It's a constraint. So it in the next working week only machine time is allocated for 40 hours. So it is the limit. But only 35 hours of craftsman time. So labor time is only left 35 hours for the next working week. Machine time is costed at £10 per hour worked, and craftsman time is costed at £2 per hour worked. Machine time, how much cost? Does it cost £10 per hour? While labor time is costed £2 per hour. Both machine, craftsman, idle times incur no cost. The revenue received for each item produced, all production is sold, is £20 for X item and £30 for Y item. So the company has a specific contract to produce 10 items of X per week for a particular customer. So it is saying that what, let me tell you, is that revenue, how much profit is gained? £20 for X, £30 for Y. So the company has a specific contract to produce 10 items of X per week for a particular customer. Formulate the problem of deciding how much to produce per week as a linear programming. So I have to apply the linear programming over here, and how much products is going to be produced from for the X item per week is 10 items, are 10 items. So let's have a look. So X be the number of items X solution. This is the linear equation solution. What I have to make it. So Y be the number of Y. Okay, linear programming will be what? How is it coming 20X plus 30Y? So 20X is basically the revenue produced, the profit. So you have to take it 20X, and revenue for Y is 30Y. So you have to subtract the machine time work. So machine time work, you know the cost of the per hour is £10. So you have to put minus 10 into machine time work, minus 2 £2 for craftsman time per hour. So you have to apply minus 2 into craftsman time, subject to what? So there are some constraints. So what are the constraints? You have to take this 13x for the machine time and 19y for the y item. Okay, for the machine time. Machine time is less than equals to 40 hours. It was mentioned, it is the constraint in the question. So 40 hours. So what I have to do, I have to multiply 40 into 60 to make it into minutes. And then because I have the time given in hours. So what I have to do next, 20x plus 29y. How is it so? Because it's a craftsman time. So what I have, x for 20 and y for 29. So 20x plus 29y is less than equals to 35. So I have only 35 hours for craftsman time. It is the constraint. So it is in hour and the time is given in minutes. So what I have to do, 35 into 60. So this is craftsman time. And the another constraint is that x is greater than equals to, it is written over here that the company has a specific contract to produce 10 items of x per week. So x should be greater than equals to 10 contract. Xy is greater than equals to 0, it should not be 0. Keep it in mind because you are obviously going to produce the items, so it should be greater than 0. So what will be the objective function? How can you produce it? So let me tell you, this equation you have to transform into like this: 20x plus 30y minus 10 into 13x plus 19y. How it is coming? 13x plus 19y is the machine time divided by 60 minus 2. Minus 2 is what? Minus 2 is the amount cost of the craftsman time. So per hour work, 2 into 20x plus 29y. 20x plus 29y divided by 60. So let me do that. What? Let me do one thing. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to simplify this equation. When you will simplify this equation, so what will happen? You will get this equation. Obviously, you have to apply linear equation here. You have to multiply 10 into 13, 10 into 19 divided by 60, and then you have to solve it out, and you will get this equation. And this is the maximizing equation, and this is known as objective function. And then subject to these are the things, these are the constraints. So what you have to do, how can you apply the solver in the Excel sheet? So let's have a look. What I have done, X and Y are the materials I am going to produce. Number of items, I have to find it out. So how can I do that? I should have to keep this blank. So what I have to do next, let me tell you. Then what you have to do, the revenue is 20 for X and revenue for Y is 30. So for the machine time, what you have to take it, 13. 13 and 19, how can you do that? Let me tell you, 13 here, 19 this one, I have taken it and divided by 60 because it is given in the minutes. So I'm going to convert it to the hour. So machine time in hour, and this is the craftsman time, 20 divided by 60, 29 divided by 60, it should also convert into hour. So I have to divide by 60. Then pound per hour will be what? Minus 10. You already know that machine time costed at 10 pound and craftsman time costed at 2 pound. So in both X and Y, it is the same, minus 10, minus 10, minus 2, minus 2. And the maximum constraint 40 hours, 35 hours. So I will apply that objective function which I have already explained you earlier. So I have made this revenue equation here, and then I have to put revenue equation. How? 17.167, I got it by simplifying this equation and multiply it with this cell. This is blank cell, and you will get the value after applying the solver. Plus 25.8667 multiplied by C22, you will click on this cell, that is C22. You will click on it and you will apply the formula like this. Then you are going to apply the formula here. What it is, 13x plus 19y. So 13 into x. X will be this one, this cell. And what will happen? Plus 19, this is 19. Asterisk C22, this is this one cell. Divided by 60 because you are going to convert it into the hours. Okay. Now what I am going to do in the next, obviously I will apply 20x plus 29y divided by 60. So 20 into C21 plus 29 into asterisk to C22 divided by 60. So this one, and this is here equals to C21. So you will put here C21 because you are going to check it out whether x is greater than equals to 0 or not. Then finally x comma y greater than equals to 0. So what you have to do, obviously the value of xy is greater than 0, so it is okay, you will mark the tick yourself. What you are going to do, you are going to apply the solver for the set objective. What you have to do in the set objective, I am going again to explain you that you will click on this cell, and you have already formulated the formula over here. And then what you have to do, by changing and you have to click on the max here. By changing variable cells, what you have to do, you have to click on it and you will take these cells, these two cells, where you will get the values. And what you will do, let me delete this, let me delete all this, and I am going to put this myself. So let me delete it again. What are subjects to the constraints? So you have to put the constraints over here. So you will add it from here. Cell reference, you will put this cell here, or you have already put the formula, and it is less than equals to 40. So what you have to do, it is less than equals to, it will, you will click on the less than equals to, and you will put here 40. Then you will add next one, and the next cell reference is this one, and what you have to do, it is less than equals to, this is written as 35, so it should be 35. Then add next one, and you will add the third cell over here, and what you have to do is less than equals to, no, it is greater than equals to, it is written over here, and you will put the 10 over here. Then you are done. So you did okay. You should take select a solving method, grg nonlinear. You should not, you are not going to change this. Okay, keep it in your mind. And what you have to do, you have to apply solver here. You will apply solve. So when you apply solve, you will get your value. It means that x items will be produced per week 10, and y items will be 65.51. And you can see that it is less than equals to 35 and not more than, and it is also less than equals to 40, and this is greater than equals to 10. So what does it mean? Your condition is satisfied and you got your profit. You are going to get this amount of profit, and you are producing x items, 10 a number of items x per week, and y is 65.51 items per week. So this is all about how to apply the solver. If you are not getting your data analysis and solver here, so what you have. Okay, now friends, what you have to do after watching my videos, you should have to subscribe to Engineer Nahid Shahzad YouTube channel and follow me at www.nahidshahzad.blogspot.com. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.